To all the students, welcome to the CA Foundation course, Paper 1, Accounting Success at CA Exam. We are already in January. Today is 6th of January and already in the month of our exams. I'm sure you all have prepared well. You have done your preparation, maybe 2 rounds of preparation at this stage. Now it's the time to boost up, to go for your exam and to prepare to perform in the exam. As we all know, your exam is on 18th, right? I think 17th or 18th of January. When is your exam? Who knows this? It's on 17th or 18th. So I'm sure you all have prepared well and practicing well. You all are very good students. Your exam is on 18th, right? So you all are very good students. You all have prepared well. You're practicing well. Day by day, you're increasing your speed and everything. So we are here. I'm here to help you out, to guide you out how we can perform well. Now it's the time to show that this all preparation you've already done. So now it is the time to prove yourself, to show yourself under those 3 hours. Students, those 3 hours are very crucial. It will tell you how did you performed and how to relax and give the best outcome in those 3 hours is the matter where we should be discussing at this stage. I'll be taking your queries also. I'm sure you all have prepared well. So, but give me time first to tell you what you should do at the time of your examination so that you can come up with the flying colors. And students, please be aware and be very cautious. This is paper 1 accounting. I know paper 1 and accounting subject in itself is very important because the word chartered accountant comes from this word, from this accounting, right? But on the other hand, I would like to update you, all the 4 papers are equally important. See, if you're passing in accounting, not in the other 3 papers, it will not clear your CA foundation exam. So you have to qualify all your exam. You have other 3 papers also. So passing in all the exam with an aggregate of 50% marks is equally important. Students, this is a very scoring paper. Coming towards the accounting is a very scoring paper. You can get good marks in order to compensate for your other papers. But yes, for that you need to have a very good practice, very good hand. Your calculator should be good, your hands, the grip should be good, and you should go with confidence. I'm sure you'll all be able to clear your all exams and you'll be able to perform well in the exam. Coming towards it, whenever you have given the paper, paper 1 accounting, whether it's an easy paper or difficult paper, whatever be the situation, leave the paper aside. Don't go to the videos, don't look into whether my answer is correct or not. Don't talk to your friends that which was. Please stop discussing at this moment because you have other 3 papers. So you have a ladder of 4 exams. All exams are equally important. After completing your first exam, please close the books of accounting and then go towards the law paper. And this suggestion is for all the paper. Then towards the paper 3 and then towards the paper 4. Don't go beyond your after your exam because this is you have a very less time for preparing for the other exams, right? So it is very important to focus on the other exams also, other papers also. I'm sure you all are mature enough, confident enough. You all have completed 12th class 12th examination with a very good marks, I'm sure. And I know that you are mature enough to handle the other papers also and other things also in a well-equipped manner. Alright, coming towards paper 1 accounting, see. If it is a first paper, I'm sure you all have a good amount of time. You start the voting 2 days, 3 days before the preparation. Now it is not the time to go through each and every question. I'm sure you all have done 2 rounds of preparation, but now it is the time to practice only those questions which has significant amendments. right? I'm sure you have noted down the illustration. In fact, in LVC classes also, there many a times our faculty have been telling you that these questions are very important. These form the significant amendment. So please note down those points, play those, and try to solve those questions from your own hand in your own register using your own calculator. Do not see the solution again and again. Try to solve that questions. But yes, if you have covered the big illustrations, the significant amendments illustration, you will already been able to cover the whole syllabus. The other illustration will be automatically covered. So try to solve those questions. Make selective study and try to solve those questions, selective questions from your own hand. Don't only read the questions. You have time. Even if in the last 2-3 days you have to devote at least 10 to 12 hours, 12 hours a day for your studies. This is your time, students. If you are entering into a professional course, you'll be chartered accountants, right? This is kind of an entrance exam. So I would request you all to practice again only those significant questions which has substantial weightage, which has different adjustment, so that whenever the paper come and that adjustment has come, you're able to solve it. See, if your hand knows how to solve that question, you'll be able to solve it very quickly, very easily. All right. So last 2-3 days are very crucial because you have started revising the concepts. All concepts should be cleared. See, during the last 2-3 days, I would like to tell you how to proceed with this. It is not that you keep on starting with the question. Start with the chapter. Whatever preparation, whatever way you have decided, please decide a timetable. Like this chapter I'll be doing first, this chapter you'll be doing later. See, this is a very independent question. Everybody knows that where I lack, where will I take, what should be the first chapter. This is your perception. See, for me, I try to cover bookkeeping first, the introduction chapter, introductory first, and then go towards the other chapter. But yes, it is your call. If you think that some chapters are very important, some chapters are really difficult for me, I still face problem, try to solve that problem. Could be at company account also, partnership account also. Try to do those questions. Fine. Whenever you're starting a chapter, first go through the theory first. Even if it is a company account, you should at least jot down all the pages and try to understand the concepts. You can speak also. Okay, this is company, what is the private company, what is the public company, how many shares, what is the right. These things are very important. Why am I telling this? Because usually you get true and false question under that also. So, or a theory question. Please go to the theory. First half an hour should devote to the theory, and then try to solve those true and false also, which are already given in the study material, and then note those questions, to go through those questions which you have already practiced before also, but you know there are significant amendments in these, significant adjustment in these questions. Try to solve that question. This should be the pattern. Yes, you have to read through across all the questions, but solve those questions which has adjustments, good adjustments. All right, because now it is now you do not have the time to solve each and every question. For example, chapter 11 unit 2 has 14 to 15, I think 16 illustration. You cannot do all the illustration, but yes, please jot down the important illustration which is calls in arrears, calls in advance, share forfeitures, share reissue of shares. All these things are covered. Please do solve the question. Even if any of these things are covered, please solve the question. All right. So this should be the pattern of your paper. Do not run. Please resolve questions, solve it through your hands, and then go through, read each and everything. This is a last preparation, last revision. So you have to read each and every concept of your study material. See, students, the paper will come from the study material or from the concept of study material. Do not expect a very simple and a direct question. I am not scaring you, but yes, you are into a professional course. You will be a chartered accountant, future chartered accountants. So your limitations are not bound by only study material. It will be based on the concept of study material, but yes, question can be asked from anywhere. So you should be mentally prepared for it. There could be some difficult adjustment, some different adjustments. So please keep your mind open for this, yourself open for this, so that you are able to solve this paper. So in the first 3 days, you can revise each and every chapter, every concept, everything. For example, sometimes what we do while doing the accounting process, we do the rectification of errors, but we do not know the difference in when the errors are there, before preparation of trial balance, after preparation of trial balance, or after the close of accounting years. We do not know the difference in that. What to use when the accounting year is closed? Okay, can someone tell me, if the accounting year is closed and we find out the rectification, how it is to be treated? Anyone? Anyone? Yes, Miss Anjana, you're asking me queries. You please ask me. Anjana, tell me. I'll resolve your query. Don't worry about that. What is to be used when when we find out the queries rectification after the counting period? What is to be used? Tell me, Anjana. I've given you the option to unmute yourself. Okay, Bindya, you tell. Un Bindya, I've given you option to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and ask. Answer. Answer your query. Why is this? Bindya, you have written correctly. Yes, we have to be, we should do it through adjusted P&L account. Very correct. Yes, we should do it through adjusted P&L account. But yes, everyone should know that what is the difference. Why are we doing it through adjusted P&L account? Why do we enter the entries to P&L adjustment accounts? Because at the end, while we are preparing the balance sheet, while we are preparing the trial balance, and if we found some errors, so that errors are usually put it into the suspense account. Now, in order to, if we came to know that these are the errors, after the accounting period, we use P&L adjustment account for all the nominal accounts like purchase, sales, wages, salaries, telephone expenses, all these. What do we use? Adjusted P&L account. Okay, so this way all the small things, you're not a class 12 students, going only through the rectification will not serve the purpose. These small things, when is to be adjusted cash book to be prepared in BRS, all these things to be taken care of and to be gone through thoroughly while preparing yourself for the preparation. Alright, so it is very important, each and every question of your study material, previous year question paper, RTPs, MTPs, all are equally important. So you should take each and everything in your mind. You should be very focused for the last 3 days. It is a sheer advice to you. Don't go here and there. Stop talking to your friends much regarding the syllabus. You can talk to your friends. You can chill around to your friends, but no, not regarding the syllabus, not regarding the preparation level, because this is your preparation. Every individual is different. Everyone know how to prepare for their examination. So you have to prepare as per your level, and the person will be prepared as per their own level. All right, but focus on your studies. Devote time with your family, eat well, sleep well. Sleeping is equally important during last 3 hours, and keep yourself away from any other distractions. Keep yourself away from the social media, keep yourself away from all the distraction, because now this is your time. The paper time is only your time, and I'm not telling you only for this paper, I'm telling you for all the papers. For all the papers you should be focused enough, you should be competent enough, and your mind should be still. For this, you have to be calm, pray, manifest, pray yourself that yes, I have to achieve my goal. I have to clear all my exams, and I'm sure you'll be coming up with the flying colors. You all have prepared well, attended all the classes, so now it's the time to prepare how to perform. So at this stage, I would really request you, everyone, don't lose your confidence. You are already good. You're already done so many things. You're confident enough, and I'm sure your practice will show you the good result. But on the other hand, don't be overconfident also. You have to practice and you have to revise thoroughly. Don't leave any concept. Sometimes what we do is, for example, in partnership accounts, we tend to leave JLP. Why do we do the treatment of joint life policy? It will be only one adjustment there if it comes. It is not so, students. Sometimes a question comes from JLP. So even leaving a small things may lead to lose your marks. So I would request everyone, do not leave each and any concept. Whatever chapter is scoring for you, whatever chapter you think are very confident and you are able to answer, solve those questions very quickly. Give less time to those chapters. Give more time to those chapters which you think that there is some level of difficulty. All right. Coming towards the preparation during the exam time, on the exam day during morning time, please focus, please be very happy, keep yourself happy. If you are happy, you will be able to secure and you'll be able to perform well. So I would all request you to make yourself mentally free and be happy. Stay away from distraction. Wake up early in the morning, pray, sit with your family for at least for few minutes, and eat well, eat healthy, and then start revising. Give a quick revision, whatever you think is important, give a quick revision. Please focus equally on theoretical part also, because many times I receive this that can we leave theory, which chapter will have theory. Please, these are not the questions for you. You have to know each and every concept. See, students, you are doing chartered accountancy, you're studying accounting not only to clear your this CA foundation exam. You are doing this accounting subject for your intermediate level also, for your final level also, as well as while practicing you would be using these concepts. These are very basic concepts. Even if you're going for a job or any prospects, so these concepts should be taken care of. So don't think of only examination. These concepts should be clear for your future course of actions also, and this forms a basis. All these concepts form a basis of this. Coming towards those 3 hours, your magical 3 hours, and you have first 15 minutes. You have your question paper in hand. I know you all must be little scared, but don't panic. See, whatever others are doing, if you're sitting in the examination hall, yes, things should be kept in mind. Whatever is required, please go through the admit card thoroughly and properly. Whatever is required, keep an extra calculator with you, but yes, start paper from that calculator with where you have practiced, right? The calculator which you are using regularly. On the other hand, the calculator should be a normal calculator, not scientific calculator. Fine. So use that calculator only. Keep your pens ready, keep yourself ready, and mind focus, calm and composed. Whenever the paper comes in for the first 15 minutes, go through the paper, each and every word thoroughly and properly. All the questions should be read very thoroughly. What we do, we usually read the question very quickly. But you have 15 minutes. So you can devote 8 to 9 minutes only and only on reading. Don't say, oh, this is a partnership question, this is a death question. Leave that. First, read the paper very thoroughly. Now, while reading the questions, what we do is, whenever we have practiced few questions, we think this is the same question, and we usually skip what is different in the question. All right, the adjustment could be similar, but there could be some tricky point, some different point, which is not there in your study material, or which is not there in the concept you've already studied before. So I would request everyone to go through each and every word thoroughly with the open mind. I know you all have practiced each and every question, but keep your mind open at this stage. Keep yourself open that yes, this is being asked, underline each and everything, and then focus. Then thoroughly focus. Okay, now you have studied. There could be some adjustment which you don't know. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. You have underlined the point. Don't underline, in fact. Please read, go through the this admit card things, that what is to be done. Now in the mind you think that which question you will be doing first, which question you will be doing late. So make a sequence in your mind. Yes, I would be doing this question first, this question second, this question third. This way, please keep it in your mind. All right. But yes, while doing this, first do the question which you know the best. All three parts. Every question will have many parts. I'll discuss with you the paper pattern also. Okay. All the three or two parts should be done in one go. All right. This you have already decided. You have read the paper thoroughly. Another thing. Excuse me. Whenever you're reading a question paper, please read the requirement of the question. Sometimes, wait. Excuse me. Sometimes we forget to read the requirement of the question paper. Maybe an income and expenditure account, maybe an NPO question has come and the question is asking you to prepare income and expenditure account only, not the balance sheet. But yes, you have to and receipt and payment account. Then prepare that only. What students do, students keep on being practicing again and again. They keep on make the balance sheet also. They tend to lose the time. Fine. So please go through the requirement of the question thoroughly. Whatever is being asked for, do that only. Another thing I would like to tell you, focus is that read the requirement thoroughly. Whatever has been asked, do all these things. Okay. For example, in income and expenditure, they have asked you to prepare income and expenditure as well as the balance sheet. All right. But for making the balance sheet, you need to know the capital fund, where you have to prepare an opening balance sheet also, right? Opening balance sheet, if it is to be prepared, your main solution should be income and expenditure and then balance sheet, and working note should have the opening balance sheet. The other point which I am focusing is that working note should form a part of your main solution. Okay, so you have read the question thoroughly, you have seen the what is the requirement of the question, so that you do not waste your time in the things which where there is no marks for that thing. For example, in the partnership account also, this can happen in partnership. They might not have asked you to prepare the balance sheet, but you have already prepared the balance sheet because you think that every question has a balance sheet. So please go through the requirement of the question thoroughly. If they even in the this be it bank reconciliation statement, do they ask you to prepare drawer books or drawing books or both the books? So read it thoroughly. You have read the question paper thoroughly, you have devoted full 15 minutes, and now you have decided the sequence also. Now start doing the paper. At the time of doing each and every question, first you start the question which you know the best. Alright, you have done one part, for example 2A. 2A you've already done. Now you're doing 2B part. And while doing the 2B part, you think that I am still confused. I do not know these things. Give yourself time. Try to think about it. If you are unable to solve it, leave that space. And then go to the another page. Another question. Alright, do not spend too much time in only one question. Alright, give yourself time to think about it, maybe for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but do not waste too much time for only one question. Okay, so now you have done one question. Alright, now going towards the second question. Whenever you're starting a new question, please start it from a new page. Alright, do not start in the middle of the page or at the end of the page. Start the new question from the new page. Even the part you can start from the new page. But one piece of advice I would like to give you is, whenever you are doing this, if you're doing question number 3 first, do 3A, 3B and if CC in one go only. And if you do not know 3B, If you do not know 3C, leave one page for that or two page as per your personal judgment, and then go to the another question. See, the sequence, you can start with any question, any one of the question, but yes, the sequence should be properly followed. You can start with question 6 also, but all the parts at one go only, at one sequence only. All right, all the part is at one go only. So it should be it should be all the questions should be, and for example, if you are starting with 4A and 4B should be in one sequence. Another thing I would like to tell you is that if you have started with question number 4A and 4B, any question, and you are unable to tally the balance sheet at that point of time, please do not spend an hour on tallying the balance sheet. The paper will be big, all right, and you have time, specific time. I'll tell you how much time is there. So please do not devote much time on this. All right, students, you have 100-mark paper. All right, and 100-mark paper, and minutes. How many minutes do you have? 3 hours. That is 180 minutes. So for each mark you have only 1.8 minute, not even 1.8 minute. I tell you, if you have to complete your paper in 165 minutes, so 1.65 minute for each marks. Sometimes we have to give more time and sometimes we have to give lesser time on it. So practice yourself in a way that you're able to complete that paper within 165 minutes or max to max 170 minutes. Why I'm saying 170, 165 minutes? Because you will have then ample time to revise that paper, to read and go through each and every assessment of the paper. And if you have not tallied the balance sheet at the end, you can revise that paper again and then you'll be able to tally that balance sheet again. So in between 165 minutes, you should be able to solve the questions. See, students, in the beginning, we have a very good practice. We have a very good hand. So try to do that question first, which you know the best, so that you'll be able to grab more marks. For example, usually question number 1 has 6 true and false, and one theory question and one small practical application oriented question. You can do this question first. For example, I'm just giving you an example so that if you know the true and false, you'll be able to write true and false. Okay, students, writing only true and false will not serve the purpose. You have to give a reasoning also. You are into a professional course, so you have to give proper reasoning. Reasoning in only 1 or 2 lines, maximum 3 lines, because this is a 2 mark. Every true and false will be for a 2 mark question. 3 lines or either 4 line, but yes, it should complete. Okay. So this way, whatever question you are doing first, that should be perfect, that you are able to solve that question properly. And then you'll be devoting less time also. Whatever time is saved here, the time can be utilized for those questions which has some different adjustments. All right, whatever time would be saving, it will be used there. And see, students, the paper, this accounting subject is very easy. Don't think that you'll not be able to get marks. People also get marks in 90s also. Okay, so practice and practice each and every question thoroughly, and at the time of preparation do follow these steps so that you are able to solve the paper. 165 minutes is enough to complete the paper, but yes, you have to solve it within 165 to max 170 minutes so that you have at least 10 minutes to revise. While doing the paper, sometimes it happens that we have two round of thought. The adjustment could be this way also and that way also. This happens to everyone, I think. All right. Think which is the more appropriate adjustment. What do you think is the more reasonable adjustment? It could be this way or that way, I agree. But yes, what suits you more, please write it. I'll tell you, the students, we usually have step marking. We do not have, even if the balance sheet is not tallied, some of the adjustments are correct, you will get marks. So don't think that you won't get marks. You will get marks. Okay. So this way I'm trying to explain you that this should be done during last 3 hours of preparation. During those 3 hours while performing, in the examination. Now, how will the paper come? The paper pattern will be very simple and very easier. If you have seen MTPs also, it will be this way only. You will have 6 questions where question number 1 is compulsory. And out of remaining 5 questions, you have to do 4 questions. So this way, start doing the paper. Question number 1 is compulsory, so that you have to do. Students, one piece of advice is that do not leave any question. Even if you don't know anything, some of the things you don't know, try to solve a bit of that part, but please solve. Do not leave any question, because this is a very crucial stage. I don't want you to leave anything at this stage. Okay, try to solve full 100-mark paper. And now you have to make a choice within first 15 minutes that out of those 5 questions, which 4 questions you are doing. Sometimes it happens that I know question number 3A, but I know question number 4B. I don't know question number 3B, and I don't know question number 4A. So what to do at this stage? Try to do that question which has more marks. Alright, for example, question number 3A has 12 marks, and you know that better. So try to do that question first. Alright, then do the other question in the other part. Alright, choose those questions which has more marks. Okay. All right. So I've told you that what has to be done in first 15 minutes. I have told you that it will be 6 questions, and first question will be compulsory. Out of that first question, you'll have 6 true and false first question, then one theoretical based question, and then one small analytical question, small practical questions. Okay. Out of the 2 to 6, you can do any 4 questions. All right. Each and every part will be covered. Paper will be having, for all the questions will be having from all the papers. All right, so if you have anything regarding the paper, you can please ask me. Some of the one of the student has asked which pen should be used. I am no, please read your admit card, students. Please go through that admit card, that what is to be read, which pen is to be used. Okay. Anjana, you are asking, ma'am, can we skip chapter 8? I specifically, categorically asked you not to leave anything. You should not leave each and in any chapter. Every chapter may get any, you can get concept or questions from any of the chapter. Alright, so do not leave anything. Okay. Keep yourself hydrated during the paper also. Please keep drinking water if you feel so. Do not see here and there. Many of the students must be taking sheets, must be doing something. Do not do anything. Do not go through. Please focus on your paper. See, students, Hindi mein we say savdhani hati durghatna ghati. So even if a small minute of concentration lost may lose you marks. So this way you have to be very focused. That 3 hours are very important, and you'll be able to perform well if you have slept well, if you have studied well, if you're very fresh in your mind. All right. So these things should be taken, small things should be taken care of very properly and very thoroughly. At this stage, all the questions, all the things should be taken care of. Another thing, whenever you're practice the whole question fully. Do not see again and again the solution. First do the question properly, thoroughly, and then see where you lacked. Alright, because whenever we see in the middle, we do not realize that this was our mistake. At the end, you can see these were my mistake, and it will be there in your mind. Yes, these were my mistake. I should focus on this. I should correct this at this stage. So it is very better. It is very good if you are able to analyze your mistakes before the examination. Okay. So I would request you to practice well, to focus well, and at that time the concentration should not lack. The concentration should be there. Each and every part should be thoroughly kept in mind. Okay. So sometimes I get this query that, ma'am, can we leave chapter 1? I've received, dear students, chapter 1 is theoretical framework. where you know those what are the concepts, so accounting concepts should be taken care of. We usually get 4 mark theory question from chapter 1 only, so please do not leave that. You should know the concept. You can write it in your own language. It is not necessary to mug up each and every word of the study material. You can write in your own language, but the concept should be correct, and you are able to interpret what is required in the question. The language should be crystal clear and you are able to interpret. There is a saying that you will make it easy for the examiner to check your answer sheet. He'll make it easy for you to give you marks. So it will be very convenient if you have written it very properly, thoroughly, with a good handwriting. I know, I mean, everyone would be thinking that yes, this is too much expectation. We are coming to a foundation exam, professional examination. But yes, if you have practiced well at home, you'll be able to write properly and thoroughly. All right. So it'll be easier for the examiner also to give you marks. Okay. So this session I have already told you to augment your preparation and enhance your chances of success for the forthcoming examination, to ensure that you make the best use of the remaining time. You already have, now you have 10 to 12 days only. So please make the best use of this time. At this stage, you cannot move around here and there. You cannot waste your time. You do not have the time to waste. To improve your performance in the examination, to learn how to memorize the concepts and principles of accounting. All the concepts should be crystal clear and should be there in your mind. So please stay motivated. At this stage I would not like to panic you, yes, but on the other hand, the paper could have some different adjustment, but do not panic. The ICAI always gives steps marks, so please do not panic. Even if one balance sheet is not tallied, that's okay. Come to the other question and start doing that question. Okay. So strategy to be followed is acquaint yourself with the syllabus of accounting. You already know that you have 11 subjects, 11 chapters in your accounting. Create a study plan. I am sure you all have prepared a study plan. You have this gain conceptual understanding. This I've already explained you. The concept should be crystal clear. You'll be able to solve the questions. The concept should be very thoroughly clear. Solve all questions of the study material, memorize the concepts, prepare summaries or compile summaries to enable the revision day before the exam, or refer saransh. You already know, or you must be knowing, that there is a saransh which is hosted on ICAI website under new scheme of education and training tab. Regular revisions through RTPs, MTP, model test paper booklet, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Eat well, sleep well, study well, eat healthy will be able to help you to focus on your studies and to focus on your examinations. Okay, and stay positive and motivated. I would request everyone to please be motivated and come up with the flying colors. Do let us know that yes, you have cleared your examination. See, one of the biggest greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Yes, you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying for your preparation, that yes, this is the way I am doing the preparation. I'm doing the best way out of it. All right. So habits, you should sleep well, sound sleep, balanced diet, and stay away from distraction. I would request everyone to keep yourself away from social media. Do not go here and there, do not read on here and there. Just keep yourself awaited, keep yourself hydrated with the balanced diet, and sleep yourself. Okay. So I would like to come, see, we have already discussed 2 MCQ model test papers. So I would like to discuss model test paper 2, and I've been receiving queries also for model test paper 2. So let's come on to the model test paper 2. See, this is downloaded from ICAI website, and this is already there. You can see the model test paper 2. This carries 100 marks. This would be your pattern of the paper. Carry 100 marks, and out of question number 1 is compulsory, that I've already told you, and out of the 5 remaining question, you have to do 4 questions. Okay. So this way, the question number 1 comes from the true and false questions. So true and false question alone will not suffice the purpose. You have to give the reasoning also. Okay. Okay, very good. All right. True or false? I would like to ask the students, if all are here, that please tell me. I'll be asking the questions, that which statement is true or which statement is false, with a reason. See, a claim that an enterprise is pursuing through a legal process where the outcome is uncertain is a contingent liability. Where the outcome is uncertain. A claim that an enterprise is pursuing through a legal process where the outcome is uncertain. Outcome is uncertain. So what's the statement? Vishwas, you can answer this. Tell me, Vishwas. I've given you the option of unmute. Vishwas, can you answer it? Wait. Okay. Bindia, unmute yourself and answer. Bindia, you would like to answer? Okay, Anjana, would you like to answer? Unmute yourself and answer. Okay. Okay, yes. Some of them has given me the answer in the chat box. Yes, it's a contingent asset. It's not a contingent liability. Why? How did I come to know that it's a contingent asset? Because the outcome, they have already saying that a claim that an enterprise is pursuing. There is a case going on through a legal process. That there is a case going on where the outcome is. They are not showing that the liability I have to pay. I have to pay. So the outcome is uncertain. So if it is an outcome, then it will be an asset. So that's a contingent asset. It's not a contingent liability. All right. So with the answer, we can see the outcome is uncertain. ये देखो, claim an enterprise is pursuing through a legal process where the outcome is uncertain is a contingent asset, not a contingent liability. Okay, another question, cash book is a subsidiary book as well as principal book. Now, everyone knows what is subsidiary books. So, and what are principal book? Cash book, we prepare the cash book also and we prepare the cash account also. And cash book has both cash and bank account, both the books. So, it can be called as subsidiary book also and it can be called as principal books also. Cash transactions are straight away recorded in the cash book. On the basis of such records, ledger accounts are prepared. Therefore, cash book is a subsidiary book. But cash book also itself serve as a cash account and bank account. I told you that it serve both cash account and bank account. The balances are entered in trial balance directly. So, cash book therefore is a part of ledgers also. It can be treated as principal book also. All right. Warehouse rent paid for the storage of finished inventories should be included in the cost of finished inventory. Very interesting question, students. Here, what is warehouse rent? Where we have kept our material. For the storage of finished inventory. Here the storage is there of finished inventory, not the raw material. We are talking about the finished inventory. So now it should be included in the cost of finished inventory. When this is necessary to make the product, then we should include it in the cost of inventory. But yes, if we are doing it just to make the stock, to make more and more stock and save it, this should not be forming a part of cost of finished inventory. Okay, if we are just making more material, more finished goods and just keeping it in the warehouse, this should not be included in the cost of finished inventory. Rather, if the storage is compulsory, is mandatory to make the product applicable for as a finished good, then we have to include it in the cost of inventory. See, whereas in cost related to finished goods as expense as incurred are not included in inventory unless storage is incurred for getting the inventory ready for sale. If we have to make it available for sales, that is unless and until storage is required as a part of production process. Like in the case of wine, we have to store it, then it will be made available for sale. Okay, promissory note, next part is promissory note is different from bills of exchange because the amount is paid by the maker in case of former is promissory note, and acceptor in case of later is bills of exchange. See, this is the way you have to read. Promissory note is different from bill of exchange because the amount is paid by the maker in case of former here is promissory note. Here the amount is paid by maker, and in the bills of exchange by the acceptor. So this is true. Yes, when we are making the promissory note, if I have to make the payment, it is generally the maker who makes the payment. I'll make a promissory note. But in case of bills of exchange, the person accepting the bill shall be liable to make the payment to the holder of the bill. Then he'll be making the payment to the holder of the bill. So the business of the partnership must be carried on by all the partners. Yes, the business of the partnership must be carried on by shall be carried on by all the partners. No, it has to be carried on by all or any of them acting for all. It could be any of them acting for all. Debenture interest is payable after the payment of preference dividend, but before the payment of equity dividend. See, who are the debenture holders? Debenture holders are the first one from to whom we have to make the payment. In case of winding up, first we have to make payment to the debenture holders, the interest on debentures, then we have to make payment to preference shareholder, and at the last we have to make the payment to the equity shareholders. So debenture shareholders has to be paid first, not after the payment of preference dividend. So this statement is false. Debenture is to be paid, debenture interest is to be paid before the payment of any dividend on any share. Either it's equity or it's preference. First debenture holders, then preference shareholders, and then equity shareholders. Okay. Next question coming out. See, theory question. Basic consideration in distinguishing the between the capital and revenue expenditure. So this is the first chapter question. What is the difference? Why some expenditures are called capital and why some are called revenue? And how is it different? Like the nature of the business. If we are into a selling of furniture, then the cost incurred on furniture is our revenue expenditure. But if we are in the business of maybe candies, then the cost incurred on furniture would be a capital expenditure. And then the recurring nature of the nature of the expense, if it is a regular and recurring expense, then what is material is used, another, and how is, then if the expense, is it increasing the production capacity of the business or not? These are all the basic consideration while distinguishing in capital and revenue expenditure. If any expense has been incurred which will give us the benefit over the years, then it will be a capital expenditure. All right. And sometimes we get a question that differentiate between these are the expenses. Please let us know what is this a capital expenditure or revenue expenditure. So that ways things has to be written and has to be sorted out. See, this is a very small question. We sometimes receive questions on subsidiary books also. We receive questions on the preparing trial balance also, corrected trial balance also. So these are all just scoring marks. This will be a very scoring paper, students. If you are prepared well and thoroughly, you'll be able to solve these questions very easily. So here we have to draw Trial balance. And trial balance, if you are a commerce student, you have been doing this from class 11th. Capital, when while making the trial balance, you already know capital is, where do we need to write? Tell me, who will be telling me? Capital. Are we writing, where are we writing capital? Credit or the debit side?
Credit side.
Good. Credit side. Purchases?
Debit side.
Okay. Discount allowed?
Debit side.
Who is speaking? Akshit, are you speaking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Carriage inwards? Carriage inward.
Carriage
Debit.
in credit side. Debit
One.
side.
Akshit, credit or debit?
Debit, ma'am.
Debit. Carriage outward? Carriage
Carried out.
outward.
Debit.
Why debit? Inward be debit, outward be debit. Why?
Expense. All expenses will go to debit side, ma'am. That's
Very
why.
good. Sales,
Sales credit, ma'am.
return inwards,
Credit, ma'am.
return inwards.
Return inwards will go to debit. Sorry, return inwards debit.
Yes. What is the other name of return inwards?
Return inward,
Account?
ma'am. Return inward क्या हो सकता है?
Sales return.
Sales return.
Sales return.
Yes. If the sales is credit, then it has to be, return inward has to be debited.
Debit, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And then return outward,
Return
Credit.
onward.
rents and taxes,
Rents and taxes debit.
plant and machinery,
Debit, ma'am.
stock as on 1st April 2024. I think
Debit,
this is
ma'am.
an opening stock, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
It has to be
Debit, I think so.
Yes, ma'am. Debit.
debit. Sundry debtors,
Debit.
कौन बोल रहे हो?
Niklesh.
Okay, Niklesh. Creditors,
Credit.
Credit.
अब Niklesh, Akshit, you keep quiet now. Niklesh, it's Niklesh chance. Investments,
Debit.
commission received,
Credit.
cash in hand,
Debit.
cash at bank,
Debit.
motorcycle,
Debit.
and stock on 31st March 2025.
ये मैम आउट ऑफ ट्रायल बैलेंस होगा
क्यों?
मैम इसका पहले ही परचेज में हो जाता है इसीलिए मैम
Very good. अच्छी बात है. It feels good that you have prepared well. Akshit, I hope you also know, everyone knows that this will not come in the trial balance.
Yes, ma'am.
This is already included in the purchases. All right. So this will not come in the opening stock we are showing in the trial balance. This will not come in the trial balance. All right. See, some things are given differently. So you have to be very focused. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So which question you would like to do? Anjana is asking me question number 4. Sorry, not 4, this 3B. So you want me to do 3B or आप बताइए the depreciation 1. Chalo, let's start with this question first. 3B question first. This is a partnership question. I would like to take this question specifically because it has some different adjustment also. Wait. Okay, let's go through the question first. It is provided under the partnership agreement between Amar, Akbar and Anthony that in the event of death of partner, Anjana, I am specifically taking this query for you and please focus and I'll be asking you the answers also, okay? Where is Anjana? She is gone now. She's here. Okay, so please ready for the answers also. So on Amar, Akbar and N3, this is partnership agreement, and in the event of death of partner, the survivor would have to purchase his share in the firm on the following terms. What are the terms? Goodwill is to be valued at 3 years purchases on the simple average profit of the last 4 completed year. They have already made the question easier for you. Already written that they on simple average profit of the last 4 years. And then outstanding amount due to representative of the deceased partner shall be paid in 4 equal half yearly installments. Half yearly installments commencing 6 months after the date plus interest at the rate of 5% per annum on the outstanding dues. So this is a very different adjustment. I'll tell you how we'll be doing it. They shared a profit and losses in the ratio of 9:4:3. So profit sharing ratio is given us as 9:4:3. Who died? Amar died on 30th September 2025 and partners capital balances were this. These are the partners capital, and Amar's current account after crediting his share of profit to that date showed a debit balance of rupees 1920. Has already given debit balance of rupees 1920. So the profit sharing ratio is 9:4:3. What is the Amar's share? Amar, this is the Amar's share, 9. All right, we have given 3 profits, 4 years profit. Why we have given 4 years profit? Because we have to calculate goodwill. Show now what is the requirement. Come Amar's capital account and executor's account till the full payment is made to the Amar's executor. So they've asked you only 2 things. One is Amar's capital accounts and Amar's executor's account. How to solve this question and how to answer this question. For this, they asked only for 2 things. What is Amar's capital account? And then the other is Amar's executor's account. Now, apart from this, whatever we are doing, we'll be doing as a working note. Working note should always at the end of the main solution. It should not come in the beginning first. Should not be there. It should come at the end of the solution. Now coming towards the goodwill. First, let's start with the question what all we have to require, what all do we need it for the capital account as well as for the current account. Alright. So first, let's calculate the goodwill, or either you can start with the balances also. When I am preparing the capital account, for this executor account, when you read this adjustment, this is saying that the payment is to be made here. That for the executor account, outstanding amount due to the representative of the deceased partner. The executor's account is the representative of the deceased partner shall be paid in 4 equal half yearly installment. So that means in every 1 year they'll be having 2 installments commencing 6 months after the death. After the death, see he died on 30th September 2025. So 6 months after the death, the first payment would be made on March, approximately 26 March, after 6 months after the death, plus interest at the rate of 5% on outstanding dues. Okay. Now here we can see what is the capital account in the Amar is credit, that is 21,600. So in this here we have already written 21,600. Okay, and then he shows a debit balance of 1920. Here we have shown the current account as 1920. See students, and he has already clearly mentioned that after crediting his share of profit to that date, his share of profit is already been credited. So we are not crediting his share of profit. You know what does this his share of profit means? The profit from 1st April to 30th September. This has already been credited. So he has already made it easier for you. That it is only, otherwise if we are writing this, we would have written that amount also. His share of profit also. But it is in the question itself, it is already given that this adjustment has already been done. So that is why we have already written 1920 over here, because it's a debit balance. Question itself says it's a debit balance. Now coming towards the goodwill. How are we preparing the goodwill account? Goodwill calculation is done. It is on the basis of 4 years of simple profit, right? For last 4 years simple average profit. We have added all 4 years. All right, and the average, this is out of 4, 1,92,288 divided by 4, the profit has already come. This is an average profit, and goodwill is based on 3-year purchases. So this into 3, it is coming out to be 1,44,216. What usually students do, they only use this amount as goodwill. This is the goodwill amount, but what is his share is 144,216 into 9 by 16. Only we need only his share because we are preparing only his account. So this will be the his share of Amar's share of goodwill. Okay, and this is to be divided between both the partners. Here we are not preparing the other partner's account, so we don't need that. Otherwise we would be having that also. Fine, this will be divided between the partners. So here we have to write both the partners' name, Anthony's as well as Akbar capital account and 81,122. See, this is the same like partners capital account. We prepare 3 partners capital account, but consider itself as partners capital account only. It is partners capital account. If it would have been all 3 partners, here the figure would have been written and here the figure would have been written to Amar's capital account, and it would have been divided. The goodwill amount would have been divided. Okay. So after this we can calculate, this is the balancing figure. This amount has already been because we need goodwill figure to calculate this figure. Without goodwill we will not be able to calculate this figure. Okay. Coming towards the executor, this much amount has to be paid to the executor. He is not here. His executor would be will be giving this amount to his executor. So this amount has come to the from the capital account. Already come from the capital account. 1,00802. Out of this, we'll be paying it on 31st March 2026. There is a typo error, students. It should be 26. Okay, yes. So now after 6 months we'll be paying. So it will be 31/3/2026. After this we'll be paying on 31/3/2026. This amount, interest on this at 5% on half yearly. Right? He said 5% on half yearly. Here in the question, if you see, sorry, the question, this is clearly written plus interest at the rate of 5% per annum. But if it is after 6 months, then it has to be 2.5. So this will be added. This is the total amount, 322. Okay. But now this amount 1,00802. This has to be given in 4 equal installments. Alright. So the amount would be 25,200. We have to give 4 installments of this amount. 25,200 plus 2,520 is the interest amount. This is the remaining amount. This comes out to be remaining amount. Interest is to be calculated only on the remaining amount, not on always on 1,00802. ये तो हमारे पास 75,602 into 2.5%, और इधर आप कर सकते हो 5% by 2. So it has come out to be 1890. If it is 75,602 or 1, because we have calculated it through either 5% divided by 2. We could have done that also. This is amount. See, the interest is to be calculated on this, and on the other hand, the installment amount will remain the same. That is 25,200. Now this interest amount will also be added. This amount is to be paid on 30th September 2026. All right. This amount is to be paid on 30th September 2026. What is the remaining? Now the year has not completed. On the second installment has to be paid. You already read in the question that he has to pay 2 half yearly installments. What is the remaining amount? 75,602 minus 25,200. The amount left amount is 50,000. 75,602. 25,200. So it has to be, it should be 50,000. Here it should be 50,402 into, yes, this is right, 50,000. This is correctly written. 25,200 into two installments. Just wait, student. I thought how to rub this. See, it has written two installments is left, right? Two installments is 25,200 into 2. So it comes out to be 50,400. 50,400 into 2.5%. Two installments are left, so 12,660. Right? For the second installment, we have added 25,200 plus 1260. 25,200 plus 1260. So this is the amount. So now only the last installment is left. Here the last installment is left. Is pay interest, that is 2.5% of interest, and 39 2027 pay 25,200 plus 630. So it came out to be 25,200 plus 630, 25,832. This is the last installment. So in any case, if we also calculate from 31st March 2026 was our first installment. Then the second installment is on 30th September 2026. Third installment will be 31st March 2027. And then the fourth installment will be on 30th September 2027. So this way the four installments is calculated. The only point is the interest has to be calculated only on the balancing figure. All right. See, here we have calculated on 1,08,802. There we have calculated on 75,000. Here we calculated on 25,200. The remaining into 50,400. Sorry. So only on the remaining amount we have to calculate the interest portion. And then the installments keeps on coming. Okay. I hope it is clear to you, Anjana. Do you have any doubt in this? Anjana, I have specifically taken this question for you. Do you have any doubt in this? Okay, okay. I hope this executor account is clear, because this is the only point which was to be taken care of in this question. Because the capital account is already very easy. They have not even asked you the calculation of the profit also. Okay. So anyone else would like to take any question? Would like anyone to have discuss any question? Chalo, let's take this capital account question here. Question number 6. Dear students, usually the sixth question is from the capital share capital account. Usually this question is from share capital account. Please remember all these things, calls in arrears, calls in advance, share forfeiture, reissue of shares. This should be in your hands. This is a 15, usually come with a 15-mark question, and this is usually a simple question. So if you are thorough with all these preparation, all these things, you'll be able to grab this 15 marks very easily. And it takes less time also if you know the answer. Alright. So here he asks you to prepare the journal entries as well as also prepare the balance sheet and notes to the company, notes of accounts to the company. Let's read it. Gray Limited issued 2 lakh equity share of rupees 10 each at 3 per share on application. See, 2 lakh equity share of 10 each, where it is 3 per share on application, right? 5 on allotment, which is 3 plus 2. He's asked for 2 as premium and 3 is the allotment amount, and 4 on the calls. So see, 3 plus 3 6 plus 4 10. 10 rupee ka call tha. Alright, all these shares were subscribed. Money due on all these shares were received or was fully received except from Mr. Deepak holding 5,000 shares who failed to pay the allotment and call money, and Mr. Kishore holding 10,000 shares who failed to pay the call money. Deepak failed to pay allotment and call money, and whereas Mr. Kishore failed to pay only call money. All these 15,000 shares were forfeited. Out of these 15,000 shares, 10,000 shares और including whole of Deepak's share. Deepak के पास कितने शेयर थे? 5,000 shares. So 15,000, 10,000 shares में 5,000 pertains to this 15,000, 10,000 share. 5,000 is of Deepak plus 5,000 is of Kishore. Were subsequently reissued to Mr. Munish as fully paid up at a discount of 1 plus share. Discount of 1 plus share means the share was for 10 rupees. And discount of 1 plus share means, Akshit, would you like to tell me? Akshit or anyone else, would you like to tell?
Yes, ma'am. 9 rupees per share.
Yes, 9 rupees per share. Okay, very easy question. आपको difficulty तो नहीं लग रही? Are you finding this question difficult?
नो मैम, बिल्कुल इजी है, कर लिए हैं मैम ये।
So this way, first entry क्या होएगी? We have received share application, bank to share application. 2 lakh of shares into 3, 6. Easy question. Easy. Then equity share application account debit to equity share capital. 2 lakh 3 into 3 is 6. Okay, now equity share allotment. We also had the premium. 2 lakh share of 5 each into 5 plus 2 lakh into 2 premium amount is 4 lakh and 6 lakh is the allotment amount. Okay. Now we have not received Deepak shares. Deepak's के हमारे को नहीं मिले थे ना, he was having 5,000 shares, right? 5,000 shares थे उसके, तो 2 lakh minus 5,000, 1,95,000 shares into 5 per share, including premium, so 9,75,000 shares. Other way, you can use calls in arrears account also. So how will you do with this calls in arrears? 9,75,000 shares. See, it is like this. And then equity share allotment. Alright, bank account debit, that is 9,75,000 and 5,000 into 5. 5,000 shares के लिए उन्होंने नहीं पे किया ना, 5,000 into 5, 25,000 and 10 lakh shares. Okay, then equity share call. There is a typo error, student. It has to be 0 here. So equity share call to equity share capital. This is the call amount 2 lakh into 4, 8 lakhs. And then बैंक टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल. अब देखिए 2 लाख के शेयर थे जिसमें 5,000 शेयर्स ऑलरेडी दीपक ने नहीं पे किए एंड 10,000, 2 लाख माइनस 5,000 जो थे वो दीपक के शेयर थे माइनस 10,000 जो थे उनका नाम किशोर के थे. सो दिस इज 15,000 शेयर्स. So we are left with 1,85,000 shares. जिससे into 4. If Deepak has not paid the allotment money, he'll not be paying this also. Right? So it will be 1,85,000 shares. Okay? Or in this way, you can use the calls and arrears account also. 1,85,000 shares at 4 per share. Bank and calls and arrears. Calls and arrears will come only for Kishore's shares. So Kishore's shares into plus Deepak shares 15,000 into 4. 15,000 shares say Kishore plus Deepak into 4. 60,000 shares. Okay. Then equity share up we have to forfeit the share. This is a forfeiture entry. So equity share capital, security premium to equity share allotment, equity share first call. Because हमने क्यों लिखा है? क्योंकि इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट हमने इसलिए लिखा है क्योंकि इक्विटी शेयर के अलॉटमेंट के भी हमारे पास पैसे नहीं आए थे, फिर फर्स्ट कॉल के भी नहीं आए थे, एंड देन वी हैव डन दिस फोर फीचर. सो इक्विटी शेयर अलॉटमेंट इज 5,000 into 5, 25,000. देन इक्विटी शेयर कॉल इज 5,000, 15,000. अलॉटमेंट में सिर्फ दीपक के शेयर है, that is why we have given 5,000. Then equity share call 5,000 plus 10,000, that is 15,000 share into 4, 60,000, and then forfeiture the remaining amount 75,000. Okay, very simple and very easier question. We have specifically shown this separately. Okay. Or you can use calls and arrears account also. Equity share capital to share premium account. Equity share capital, share premium, and then calls and arrears, and then share forfeitures. Okay. Now these shares, 10,000 shares. All right. But we forfeited 15,000 shares. ये forfeit किए पर रीइश्यू हमने क्या किए, सिर्फ 10,000 शेयर्स किए. 10,000 शेयर्स को रीइश्यू किया तो बैंक रीइश्यू, it has been reissued at 90,000 forfeited bank forfeiture debit to equity share capital. Now how to calculate specifically amount to be transferred to the capital reserve. See, हमने forfeit किए थे दीपक per share, amount forfeited for दीपक 3 rupees. Fine. And amount forfeited for किशोर, हमारे को दीपक से ओनली 3 एप्लीकेशन अमाउंट मिला था. किशोर से हमारे को क्या क्या मिला था? वी रिसीव द एप्लीकेशन अमाउंट प्लस अलॉटमेंट अमाउंट ऑल्सो. दैट इज 3 plus 3, 6. And loss on reissue of share, because since it was 10 rupee share but 5 हमने 9 में बेचा, so 6 minus 1 5, surplus is 5, and here surplus is 2. So amount transferred to the capital reserve would be 5,000 shares of into 2, the surplus is 2, 10,000, and किशोर का हुआ 5,000 shares because हमने किशोर के 5,000 shares ही किए थे into 5, 25. So the amount transferred to the capital reserve is 35,000 here. To the capital reserve is 35,000 here. And the same way we have shown this to the balance sheet. इसके notes to accounts पहले देखिए. हमेशा whenever you are preparing a balance sheet here, prepare notes to accounts first. 2 lakh into 10 equity shares 20 lakh, जिसमें से 1,95,000 shares अब बचे और forfeited shares 5,000 बचे हैं हमारे पास, because since we have already reissued some shares. So 1,95,000 into 10, 19,50,000, and then 5,000 are remaining shares into 10, 6, 5 into 6. ये these were whose share? ये बताइए मुझे, दीपक के थे या ये किशोर के थे? आप बताइए. Who is going to tell? निखिलेश आप बताओ ये वाले कौन से शेयर्स हैं?
कौन सा मैम?
जो नोट्स टू अकाउंट्स में हमने ये 5,000 शेयर्स किए हैं, ये किसके शेयर्स फोर फीचर वाले बचे हुए हैं?
इसका किशोर का मैम.
और 30,000 यहाँ पे डाल दिया, इसलिए हमारा टोटल सब्सक्राइब्ड अमाउंट ये बचा 19,80,000. देन वी हैव सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम, जिसमें रिजर्व वी हैव एडेड एंड वी हैव पुट इट इनटू 4,25,000. ऑल राइट. So this way, does the cash and cash equivalent. What amount I have to you have received? Bank के through 6 lakhs, then share application, share allotment, share call, and reissue में भी हमारे को पैसे मिले 90,000. वो भी लिखेंगे हम. Usually student forget that. ये हम नहीं लिख पाते, usually भूल जाते हैं. So please write that also. 24 lakh 5,000, and this way now we can show it to our cash and cash equivalent 24 lakh 5,000 plus share application amount and reserve share capital and reserve and surplus. So this is a very easier question, but yes, आपको notes to accounts as well as ये balance sheet, you have to focus on this because sometimes we tend to make mistakes on these things. Okay, I hope the things are clear to you. Or now focus on your preparation as well as practice. You already have only 10 days to left, and please students, remember, this is not the only paper. You have to clear all your 4 papers. All the 4 papers are equally important. Okay, all the very best for your preparation. In case of anything, if you want to ask anything, you can please ask me.
हेलो मैम.
हेलो
मैम वो सितंबर 25 का क्वेश्चन पेपर मैंने वो देखा था, उसमें मैंने किया था ना, तो सेल्स बुक का वो आखिरी वो पूछना था, ये वाली एडजस्टमेंट.
कौन सा सितंबर का पेपर आप चाह रहे हो? एक सेकंड रुको. हाँ जी, बताओ कौन सा पेपर क्वेश्चन पूछना आपने?
मैम
क्वेश्चन नंबर, हाँ, क्वेश्चन नंबर बोलो बच्चे, मैं आपकी आवाज कट रही है।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 1C।
1C, हाँ, इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है बताओ।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 1
आपकी आवाज बहुत
मुझे
इको आ रही
पूछना
है।
था अकाउंट का डिस्काउंट इस उसी के अंदर मुझे पूछना पेड डिस्काउंट है तो माइनस उसी के अंदर वो करना है क्या 8 दिसंबर का
क्या क्या क्या, फिर से बोलो। 8 दिसंबर।
दिसंबर के अंदर उसके उसका 1 दिसंबर के अंदर 1 मिनट का हाँ थर्ड परचेज फॉर कैश फ्रॉम हाउस फॉर 70 पर बाउल।
हाँ, इसका क्या करना है, क्या पूछना है इसमें?
इसने पूछना है ट्रेड डिस्काउंट उससे पहले 8% करते हैं तो वो उसको कहाँ पे लिखना होता है किस कॉलम में।
पहले आप ये बताओ कि ये आएगा हमारा परचेज बुक में या नहीं आएगा, परचेज ऑन क्रेडिट। आई थिंक 8 दिसंबर की आप एंट्री पूछ रहे हो ना। 8 दिसंबर में है परचेज ऑन क्रेडिट फ्रॉम मेसर्स एजेंटा एंड को 50 बॉक्सेस ऑफ स्पून एट 200 पर बॉक्स, यही पूछ रहे हो ना आप अक्षित?
यस मैम।
एंड 40 बॉक्सेस
यस
ऑफ
मैम। यस मैम।
फोक एट 250 पर बॉक्स, लेस ट्रेड डिस्काउंट, यही पूछ रहे हो ना आप?
यस मैम ये वाली पूछ रहा हूँ मैं।
हाँ, तो इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपको? आप बताओ ट्रेड डिस्काउंट कब हम लेस करते हैं?
मुझे लगता है पहले कर देते हैं
पहले कैसे
ऐसे लगता
करेंगे?
है पहले
देखो,
कर
अगर
देते
पहले
होंगे।
करना होता तो वो स्पेसिफिक एंट्री के साथ बोलते ट्रेड डिस्काउंट। आपको लिखा हुआ है ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एट द रेट ऑफ 8%, सो इट इज विद बोथ द एंट्रीज। आप टोटल करोगे और उसमें से ट्रेड डिस्काउंट माइनस करोगे। ओके, अगर वो सिर्फ फोन बॉक्सेस
टोटल
स्पून या फोक के साथ लिखा होता आगे ही क्वांटिनेटिव में, देन इट वुड हैव बीन ओनली विद दैट। बट ये दोनों के साथ लिया हुआ है कि हमने एक ही एंटिटी से हमने फोक भी लिया और स्पून भी लिए, उसमें से टोटल ट्रेड डिस्काउंट माइनस करना है। ओके,
ओके मैम।
ठीक है, और कोई क्वेश्चन? अगर ये सिर्फ स्पेसिफिकली पूछा होता ना एक एंट्री के साथ, देन इट वुड हैव बीन फॉर 1 एंट्री। आप इनका टोटल करेंगे, उसमें से ट्रेड डिस्काउंट माइनस करेंगे। ठीक है,
ओके मैम।
anyone else would like to ask anything? Ma'am, please tell me when the ICAI LVC classes will be starting. The announcement will be hosted on website soon. So please keep checking the website for this. It will be starting around in January end or February mid beginning. Okay. So students, all the very best for your exams. I am sure you all will come up with the flying colors. And thank you. And please follow all the things which I have guided you at this stage. Try to do the paper patiently, leaving all the distractions back. Just keep focus on yourself and uh, be focused in your mind, and always say that whatever you're doing it for yourself. So all the very best for your preparation, and we all hope that you come with the flying colors. And the next session would be at 2 p.m. for business law also. You kindly attend that as well. Thank you
थैंक यू
so
मैम।
much. Thank you everyone.
थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you.